Welcome to Root Talk with Lillian M. Welcome to Root Talk with Lillian M. You know what time it is? You know what time it is? It is time for nothing but the truth. It is time for nothing but the truth. Today, I just want to talk about us black people. I don't want to talk about us black people because I am sick and tired of us complaining. Yes, I am sick and tired of us complaining. One thing I've discovered about us black people, we are the same. We are the same whether it's Africa, whether it's America, whether it's Jamaica, whether it's the Caribbeans, whether anyway. We happen to be the same. We are always looking for someone to blame for our own failures. We are always looking for someone to blame. I previously made a video about we should not be blaming colonization and slavery for our own failures. Oh my God, many people were so angry. But you know, I'm telling the truth. We want to complain. We want to look for someone to blame. You know, complaining and blaming is understandable if you're doing something with your life. Not when you're not doing anything. You are doing nothing. I'm just sick and tired of it. I'm just sick and tired of us black people complaining left, right, center. Complaining. What are we doing with our lives? Other people are doing great things out there. Look at Chinese. They are building futuristic cities. They're building technology. They're building great things. But here we are, black people, saying, it is that, it is this, it is the past, it is these people who are causing us to... we just have to look for someone to blame. I feel like we are so much comfortable looking for someone to blame rather than doing something productive with our lives. And I'm sick and tired of it. I know if it's a black person saying this, you might say racist, but I'm not racist. I'm black. I'm black like you, so I'm just calling my own because I'm tired. Look at Africa. You see people saying, oh, Africa is not progressing because of colonization. Oh, Africa is not succeeding because it was colonized. But look at the people who are in power. If you look at them, they're traveling in private jets. When it comes to developing Africa, it's colonization. It's colonization. But when it comes to traveling with the private jets, nobody talks about colonization. So colonization only affects African progress. It doesn't affect those on top, the leaders or anybody. It doesn't affect them traveling with private jets or traveling with expensive cars. No, it doesn't affect them. Only when it comes to making good roads, building better hospitals, building better schools. That's when colonization, people claim. This thing about Africa, we're just looking for something to blame when it comes to do something meaningful with our lives. I've discovered it's a pattern that I'm discovering about black people. We're just looking for someone to blame. There gotta be someone to blame. There gotta be someone or something to blame. We are not succeeding because of these people. These people, it's because of that. There gotta be something to blame. Actually, I was one of those people, to be honest. I used to say, oh, if my father was rich, I'll probably not be working so hard. My father failed to make me a rich baby, like a rich girl. He failed. He couldn't, okay? He couldn't. But to sit around and blaming my father for not making me the richest person, it just doesn't make sense. I used to sit around and say, well, my mother should have probably married a president or something. So I probably have a better life. I probably had a better life. And I look back and I'm like, I'm looking for someone to blame here. Why am I blaming my parents? I can still change my life. I can still do something with my life. I can still do something with my life. This goes out to black people. Chinese, especially I wanna mention Chinese. Because I know some of you really like, I won't mention white people because of the past and everything that happened. I know some of you just don't want to hear about all those things but I want to give you Chinese example. China is a good example for Africa. Chinese are not waiting to sit around and say, oh, white people this, Europeans that, these people did this. No, they're developing their cities. They're developing their countries. China is being developed rapidly. Go to China and see cities that were built 20 years ago, 15 years ago. And go to countries, African countries, that are still stuck after when colonization ended. 60 years ago, African countries got independence, but they're still stuck. It's so sad. Not only the leadership or anything, us in general, there gotta be something to blame. We need to stop. We need to stop looking for people to blame. Blame, 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 blame. That's why nobody respects us. Nobody respects us, to be honest. Let us be honest. Nobody respects a black person most of the time. Nobody. Because people, they just see us as they see us as not normal. Some of them, they see us as animals. Some of them see us like people who don't think. It's so sad. It's so sad, to be honest. Let's do something. Let us start developing our own things. Let's start doing something. Even if the world doesn't want to respect us, they will, when they see us doing something, they will be like, oh wow, these people are doing something. Not to sit around and just complain. It's outdated. Complaining is outdated. It's outdated. We need to do something. We need to do something with our lives. We need to do something with our lives. Let's be creative. Let us be creative. Let us be innovative. Let us just do what others do. Let us learn. How are they doing it? How are Chinese doing it? How are Chinese building these futuristic cities? How are they doing? How? Instead of sitting down and blaming colonization and slavery, why can't we just learn from how others are doing something? I believe that black people, we are a result and product of our own decisions and our own thinking rather than the past or other people. Yeah, some of them might be playing a part, I will not deny. Those people you are blaming that they are causing problems for you or they've caused problems for you, whatever, yes, they might have played a part, but to blame them entirely, that is wrong. And do something with your life. Complaining is just it's the reason why we are poor, black people in general, Africa in general, and which is because we're looking for someone to blame. We're looking for someone to blame instead of learning how are Chinese doing these things. How can we learn from Chinese? How are they doing it without white people? How are they? No, we want to sit down and say, colonization. Instead of a black man saying, how is this? How are these white people doing it? How are these Asians doing it? How are they manufacturing this? How are they doing this? No, no, slavery, colonization. They did us wrong. It won't change anything. Complaining will never change the past. Complaining will never change anything. Complaining will only make you a depressed person. Get up and do something. Get up and do something. Complaining will not do anything. Trust me, it used to be me. Because like, let's say I'm exhausted with working. I'm like, if my father was rich, why is my father not rich? Why is that guy? Why is my father not rich? He was supposed to be rich or president or something. Why didn't he join politics and become a president or something? Why is he? Why? But I realized that complaining didn't help with anything. It's better I work hard and achieve the things that my father couldn't give me. Like the rich life that I want, like buy me a new car, expensive car at my 16th birthday or 18th birthday. Like other rich kids, they get cars on their 18th birthday. Instead of blaming my father, I should get up and work for my own and buy my own car. Because complaining, it gives you a comfort for that minute. Yeah, there's comfort in complaining and blaming others. So much comfort, but there's no progress and there's no growth in that. It's so sad. It's so sad. So I've decided to make this video. I'm not gonna make this video long or anything like that. I'm just here to tell black people that I still say the same. This thing of blaming colonization is, as I said previously, it's outdated. This thing of blaming slavery is outdated. Let us do something. This thing of blaming others. There are people who were colonized like us. There are people who went through slavery, and these people are not letting their past define them. This thing of being defined by colonization, being defined by slavery, is outdated. It's just annoying, to be honest. It's annoying. We cannot. It helps nothing. It helps nothing. Anyway, I don't know who wants to hear this, who don't want to hear this, but I just want to say, sitting around and complaining and blaming others will not change anything. You are still going to be complaining for the next 20 years. You have been complaining. First of all, you have been complaining for the past 10 years. You have been complaining for your whole life. You're going to be complaining for the next 10 years. You're going to be complaining for the next 50 years. 100 years, still you die, you just complain. Nothing changes. Take action. We want to see Made in Africa phones. We want to see beautiful cities, African beautiful cities. But no, colonization. I don't know, how is colonization stopping stopping them from making African cities beautiful? How is colonization stopping them from renovating cities, like renovating roads? How is colonization stopping them renovating roads, African roads? I don't know. This thing of just blaming other people is just outdated. Let's do something with our lives and stop complaining. Yeah. This video is not gonna be long. I'm just tired of my own people blaming, and at the same time we are the only, if not the only, race that is not really doing something that is global, like worth celebrating. Like, look at Asians, they have phones like Samsung that we are using. They have, look at other people, they are building electric cars. What can we do? Africa is too big. It's the second largest continent in the world. We are billions of people here, but we rely on other people to provide everything, almost everything for us. The phones, the anything that we brag about is from other people. Yet we're sitting around and complaining. Like, give me a break. So next time we think of complaining, ask yourself, am I doing something with my life instead of complaining? I'm not saying you should complain when things are just not making sure. Yes, I mean, humans, we are supposed to complain when things are not making sure, but when we make it our daily habit or to complain and blame others, it's just no good. So I'll see you next time on Real Talk with Lillian M. Bye.